over the years, a tree has grown through this wash bucket. That's how long it's been out here. You can find these all over these old home sites. They were popular. And that's probably what they did, use for their laundry, to bathe children, probably themselves even. Didn't have a whole lot. So, pretty cool. History. This is history in the making. This is before the forest was a forest. Something to kind of see it. Well, howdy folks. Shawn here from HikingWithShawn.com. And today we're at Simpson Barrens EA. I think it's an EA. It's definitely a natural area of some sort. And there used to be a really cool sign here, and it kind of told you about the area, and someone hit it and the Forest Service never replaced it. And it's sad because I wish they would. It's supposed to be a kind of a diverse area. A lot of hunters go in here, so we're gonna come down here and see what we can find. There should be some bluffs, and last time we seen some really cool banding in another part of this area. We're gonna go check out a different part of this area today, and you get to come with us. All right, folks, when it's cold out, as cold as it is today, which is below freezing, these frost flowers form. They're all over the place. You see them all when you're driving. You see them on the side of the road, and they almost look like debris, like litter. And it's just a bunch of yeah, they're like snowflakes, you know. None are alike. And then as we continue to hike down here, you can see that there is cool bluffage. Oh, that's cool. That's like, kind of looks like Millstone Bluff type bluffage.
Be careful, because some of these trees have thorns on them.
Thorn trees. That's pretty cool bluffage right there. All right, so far it's just us going down a hill. Obviously, we'll have to come back up. But we got to cut through a certain area to, you know, bypass private property. You know, we want to do it the right way. There's a boundary sign. The private's right up there. So we'll go through that, and then we'll get to an area which should have bluffs. I mean, there's one I think it's even called Johnson Bluff, and we can at least see some of it on public. But on the other side, it's private, so won't be able to get to see it all. All right, folks, there's some sort of numbered monument of some sort.
Jacob.
And it's right by a tree with a ribbon. So I'm thinking it may be some scientific, you know, being the ecological area. So maybe some flowers or something grow over here. Have to come back in the spring and see if there's anything growing. All right, folks, kind of a weird area here.
It's like a little ditch.
Yeah, it's like a ditch. Maybe a little creek thing.
I bet it is.
Yeah, nice little creek. But it's kind of pretty when there's a little bit of water coming down it actively. It's very rocky through here. A lot of leaves. So be careful. I always aim for these trees, so if I start slipping, I'll hit the tree. I'll have something to grab rather than continuing to just tumble down. There's barbed wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So.
Look, it's purple here too.
Yeah. Alrighty, folks. Here's the boundary. So there's a marker and everything. So here's the corner. The way we're hiking, we're hitting the corner. You could see, I'll walk up to it, you know, we're not trespassing right here. You can see the yellow boundary marks, but you can see this tree. These trees have purple paint on them. So that's just an indication that beyond the purple paint is private property. A homeowner will put that on their trees, and that just tells you, hey, it's private property, don't go beyond this point. So we're on a corner, so we just gotta go around the corner. You can see more boundary signs right here. Pretty area here. Just kind of gotta go straight up these hills. It's a chilly day, so.
It reminds me of like bottomland.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a bottomland for floodplain, flood bottoms. Probably is at some point.
Yeah, I guess it's a good kind of way.
Pretty creek.
So what it is.
Got a funky fungi burrow here. Those things are frozen solid.
Don't tear them up.
I'm not. All right, folks, it's getting pretty rocky up here. No significant bluffage. I see a little bit up there, it could be, but definitely a hill. We have to take it easy up these. Stop every now and then, catch our breaths. Here's a engagement question for y'all. For all of you who have got COVID at some point, did it do anything to you as far as hiking goes? Can you hike up hills as easy as you could before you had it? Because for me, it's like I get winded really easily. I mean, I don't stop doing it. I feel like I'm getting better at it, but after COVID, it just felt like it was a lot harder. So what do you all say? I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it, your experiences. All right, folks, here's a covered well, kind of partially covered. You don't see that much. So this is home site number 1. We'll just go on, we'll stay on top of the ridge.
This is a mountain, it's not a ridge.
Top of the mountain, but that's pretty cool. This is a home site. Have to look for the cornerstones, see if they're still around. And again, those could be the cornerstones. Alrighty, folks, had another home site area. So, I see something up there, a pile of rocks, a wash bucket or something. Gotta be careful and look out for whales. Don't want to fall down when I could tell the old road through there. Just love these old home site. Some bottles up here. Love these old home sites. A lot of people left behind their bottles or trash. Oh yeah. I see the well. Looks like it might be covered up. Oh yeah. Check out that. Old pots and stuff. Old home site. I was telling her, I said it'd be kind of cool if there's a still intact cabin, but I guess this is close enough. Yeah, looks like it's covered. This is definitely the frame of the house. Cool. Even some wood there. Bits and pieces of tin and stuff. Here's a... Oh yeah. Old bottle with a handle. There's all sorts of old pans and such. There's a well covered up. It's interesting to see them all covered over here. Usually they don't really take the time to cover them unless they're in recreational areas. But people probably have hunted up here for years. We got a very dried up, but not completely dried up pond. Just smaller than it probably usually is. But there's a little bit of water in there, so at least it's something. Then right here you can see the old road right through here. We're gonna try to stay on. So, it's old, hasn't been used in years. Michelle found the mother load of wash buckets. Wow.
They're the cleanest people I ever met. I mean, I didn't meet them, but
Yeah.
they're pretty dang clean. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It
Look at that
is.
color.
That's crazy. There's all sorts of them down there. More buckets down here. Michelle's found the mother load of different colors.
They're pretty.
That rock like separated from the tree.
No. The tree separated from the rock. Come
Oh,
on,
I
Shawn. The
see.
rock's not going anywhere.
Pretty cool. All sorts of buckets. Bottles. Interesting.
Well, they're well covered.
They do good about protecting their wells here. That one's nice and full.
Are you putting these on your mat?
Yeah. There's a nice little display of cornerstones. So this cabin was propped up quite a bit off the ground. We're on top of a ridge or a bluff, so there's no flooding or nothing, but still kind of cool to see it. This area is kind of clear. Probably had a farm. Would have been a good place for a farm. Definitely cool. Cool to be able to see stuff like this. I love these old gnarly trees. It's really cool.
I like that tree.
That's a cool tree. Very cool. It could tell a story. Big tree. Look at that, another
That's a well.
well.
Are we already up there?
No, it's just probably a secondary well, or another home site was here. Or, I don't know. Another covered well. Pretty cool that they cover them all up over here. Yeah, and there's a pile of rocks, so it's probably cornerstones are over here somewhere. All right, folks, here's a stacked wall. It's not a stone fort, nothing ancient. May have been put here by settlers, but definitely not a Native American thing. It's just in too good of shape. But definitely a man-made. Yeah.
That's a coyote.
Check that uproot out. Okay, so we are noticing that it is continuing to have stacked rocks through here. So, kind of interesting.
That's what they would do, right?
Yeah. I guess it's just kind of protect wildlife and stuff like that. You know,
Why they protected that coyote?
yeah. Pretty interesting. So we're on our way to another potential home site that kind
It's the bears.
sits in just right in the border, in the corner of public land. And then we're gonna get down, kind of edge this area, look for bluffage. A lot of big uproots. The uproot itself was big. The trees aren't that big, but just the mass Alright folks, discovered sinkholes. That's a sinkhole there. Right there. So there's probably some sort of cave close by. Shawnee's full of caves. So here's a little sinkhole. Always interesting getting into an area with sinkholes. Some of the places we have found some big sinkholes, and that's always kind of mesmerizing, if you will. All right, folks, neat little retainer wall built, or just a little wall built for their little hideout or camp spot or whatever. Get out of the wind spot. Could have been hunters that did it long ago, and
well, it's been long ago. Look at the moss growing on it.
yeah, and they just did it to get out of the wind and whatnot. So pretty cool, pretty interesting. It's not big bluffage, but we'll take any bluffage because any bluffage is cool. Definitely neat. Definitely playhouse worthy. All right, currently heading up, see some bluffage. It's been kind of hilly, to say the least. I feel like this hike is going to be quite a bit of elevation. If not 1,000, it'd be close to it. If not, then dang, I need to work out more. But cool area here. Cool bluffage, cool rocks. This might be the only cool bluffage out here too. At least on public. Johnson Ridge. That's pretty. Ow. Golly. Always hurts when you whack your fingers with a little limb and they're cold. That's what I just did. It's cool. Icicles. First icicles of the year. That's cool. That's a unique structure, unique formation. That's really cool looking. Different. Here's the other side, one of the sides of this crazy looking rock. Crazy looking bluffage with unusual patterns and lines and rivets. It's beautiful. It's all on a slanted hill, so it's kind of hard to walk. It's very rocky. But just feel it in the morning. Very cool. Very, very cool. Very interesting. Of all the horrible things going on in the world, wars and massacres and dictatorships and people being brainwashed, it's just nice to get out in nature and be away from all that. Did you see this? There's a hole all the way through it. No. Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah. That is crazy. This is longest window of the Shawnee. There you go, folks. That right there, you can see it. There's a hole all the way through that. It's kind of hard to see if you're... Ooh. There you go, you can see the end better in the human eye.
Huh.
Little divot. Rock's kind of detached from there. It's kind of cool. It's raining or snowing really hard.
Hush.
That's be a good place. You can see the exposed root right there.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Good place for a bear. More bluffage.
Oh, Bluffage is winking at me. Look. A grimacing.
See another face. I see all sorts of face. Oh, I see it. It's winking.
I don't know, he could be grimacing.
And then there's a face right there going, oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, what about me?
Oh, we are some kind of special.
We are dorks. This is really cool. That's unique.
They're like, yay.
Wow.
Nobody ever comes to see us.
That stuck is, wow, that's unique looking. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And the rock is, the tree's growing up around the rock really high. You don't usually see it that high. That's wild. That's really cool. Guess I'll go this way. That's really cool, really neat. Kind of goes up here. There's the tree hugger, bluffage hugger. Bluffage hugger. There's Michelle. Wow, this is cool. It's all come off here. That's amazing. That's cool. Conglomerate. All right, folks, back on the road. Old road up here, up top of the ridge. And heading back to the truck. All right, folks, it's gonna be probably too hard for you to see it. Maybe you will, but we're having our first snow.
Quit cussing. It's Saturday.
It's flurries.
You're supposed to spell it out.
S-N-O-W, flurries.
Stuff no one wants.
I kind of like it. I can't help it. I mean, I like summer more, don't get me wrong, but something magical about a blanket of S-N-O-W all over the forest. Something very magical. We might have quite a bit coming, but it should change the rain. So, I don't know, it's kind of cold. It's starting to get warm earlier. Have a lot of layers on, but now I'm cold all over again, so. All right, folks, you can really see it now. It's coming down a little bit more flurries at a time. And this very evil part of the forest. I say evil because there's devil's walking stick like everywhere. Yeah. When I first started hiking,
I'm ready to divorce you.
Michelle's ready to divorce me because we're going uphill in the S-N-O-W. When I first started hiking, I could just hike these hills like they're nothing. Nowadays, I'm taking more of these sitting stops. Find me a log Just sit down. Find me a flat piece of bluffage and sit down. Find me an occasional random bench out in the middle of nowhere that can't be explained. Just sit down.
We found those.
We have. We have. It's like, why is this here? The squirrels are like, what is that? Could be birds. All right, folks, this is the second outro, just because we're on the road now, and you can see these big hills right through there. There's even some pines up there. That's where we were today.
We started here.
We started down here.
On the low spot, the lowest spot.
The low spot, and we climbed up, got in them pines, went all the way out to this.
And y'all wonder why I complain.
So, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share,
Look at that
subscribe.
view.
All that good stuff.
Wow.
Till next time, there's my truck. We'll see you on the trail.